I finish up my show notes, I'll let you get your final drink before we go live for a little bit. Hey, it's going to be a good day. Start with 10 o'clock. We're going to do this. Be in and out right now. So publish. Oh, there we go. Okay, now you can hear me. Hey, thanks, Crunchy Lemons 1134 on what are you on there? Oh, you're on Twitch. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry, people. I just learned a little bit of something about my software here. I need to do better about that. I gotta play with that more. I think what happened is I the music is a new thing for me, and the audio I don't want the microphone on when the audio is playing, and I didn't have it set up so when the when the music goes off, this comes on. I apologize there. Thank you for you can hear me now, Crunchy Lemon, dude. Thank you, dude or dudette. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get started. We got little bit to talk about today. We're aiming for about 9:10. We're going to aim about for I don't know 30 minutes today. Is the normally I talk for about an hour and I share what's going on in the business and personal life. But we will aim more for let's do this. Let's make my life easier. Also, let's just go back to live mode. That way, when I do stuff like, let me see, let me make sure this is working now. Okay, cool. This is all working now. Good. Hey, the best way you learn in life sometimes is to make a screw up. And what better screw up than to make one live? Anyways, happy Friday, July 19th, about 9:11 a.m. U.S. Central. Thank you for tuning in as always. I really do appreciate it. Sorry for the tech issues for those of you that showed up. You know what? As I go into this day, I could be in a really good mood or a really bad mood. It just depends on attitude. Everything in life just depends on attitude and how you approach it. For those of you that are watching for the very first time, Crunchy Lemon on Twitch, I don't think I've seen you on the show before, so thank you for watching the very first time. My name is Patrick Almond, and I live in Oklahoma City, and I run a company called Stop Doing Nothing, and that's a brand that I use for personal improvement, personal development, and business. My company is Stop Doing Nothing Media, and we handle digital marketing. And I get online, 2 to 3 times a week recently. Just depends on availability. I'm aiming for 9 o'clock 3 times a day, 3 times a week, 9 o'clock Central 3 times a week. And we just kind of cover live, personal things you want to talk about, things like that. So if you have any kind of good news or issues you want to talk about or issues you want some possible opinions on, leave me a comment here in the comment box for those of you watching on Facebook or Twitch. See, Facebook, Twitch, or what else is there? Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Oh, the big one, YouTube, right there. Leave me a comment, text me at the number right there with some good news that's happened in your week so we can share it and lift you up and prop you up and put you up on our shoulders. I'm always love hearing that. Like I said, we go live 3 times a week. My name is Patrick Almond. I am based in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I had to give somebody else a description the other day of where I am, and it was like if you threw a dart right in the middle of the country, you would probably land on us. You'd either land on where I am or you'd land on Texas, okay? Excuse me, not Texas, you'd land on Kansas. Kansas is the one above us. And for those of you that know where Oklahoma is, but you know where the big states are, we are right above Texas, okay? Right there in Tornado Alley. Unfortunately, tornado season has passed by us. So I'm looking forward to your good news as we cover some of the big news of the day. Personally, let me see, what's been going on this week? Well, first of all, those of you know, I'm really trying to get my aerobic strength up. I'm a pretty strong guy when it comes to the gym, but aerobic stuff has always been a challenge for me. So I'm out walking probably 7 days a week, walking or running or doing something in the morning, and I've got a variety of friends that do that too, and we lift each other up. But it's a little bit of a challenge. You can't see it under the desk right now, but man, I'm rubbing my knee. Some of that running stuff can be really rough. When I was younger, I tried doing something where I went on a thing and I was running every single day, and it was not easy. It was painful. And then I learned from somebody else, well, you can't do that every single day. You got to space it out. So coincidentally, it's the days that I go live. So I was up at 5 o'clock this morning, probably out the door closer to 5:40. And my big thing recently is running to military cadences. So on my phone, I've got a playlist of military cadences. I didn't do that much physical stuff when I was in the Air Force. I was in the Air Force from 86 to 90. But now I really love staying in shape, and I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of all the tools out there that do that. I mean, I've got my summary going here. I've got my Apple Watch. I really geek out on this stuff. It's kind of a Venn diagram for me of geeky tech tools and fitness stuff that I'm really into these days. So I went out this morning a little bit better time than I did Wednesday, but I'll be rubbing my knees. I'll be rubbing my knees all day today, and I may, skip my evening weight workout. For those of you that are a little bit healthy like me, but you still like your coffee, this is my 2 scoops of protein powder and coffee right there. It's nice and warm. I made that right before the show. Um, but yeah, I run a not social media company. I run a digital marketing agency called Stop Doing Nothing Media, and even we are big proponents of a tool called High Level CRM. Which, if you're someone who uses a lot of different tools in the marketing world, High Level CRM just replaces all of them. It's just insane how good it is, and even that product is having tech issues this morning. So if you're anyone who's remotely dependent on technology, it's going to be a rough day. If you're someone who's going to travel today, it's going to be a rough day. If you're someone who needs emergency services, it might be a rough day because even the emergency services companies like 911 companies are having trouble. Okay. It's going to be a day for us to be a little bit more self sufficient and a little bit more patient. Okay. Because a lot of times we use this technology to get a hold of people or to get a hold of emergency services or to fly even. There's no risk of a plane falling out of the sky. If you've ever been around somebody who thinks that the planes fall out of the sky when there's technology issues, please correct them. That does not happen. And I can speak to this firsthand because I'm a pilot, okay? Planes fly whether or not technology works, okay? It has nothing to do. As long as there's lift going over the wings and the pilot is halfway competent, planes will not fall out of the sky. However, what I am hearing in the news, because I was checking some of the news websites before I went live for you, is that it's a good day to call the airport or call your airline before you even head that way. So, not a day to go to the airport and just wait for things to get better. It's a better day to stay home in the pleasure and comfort of your own home and just call and make sure that you know when your flight's going to be on time. That way, you're not wasting time at the airport. You're not getting frustrated, things like that. So, yeah, and 911, same way. Don't call 911 for things that are truly, truly not emergencies. And that's just a good rule in general, but today specifically, because even 911 call centers are having issues. So, if you're the kind of person who likes to be independent or self-sufficient, today is a good day for you. Okay, I'm always trying to get more and more. Hey, asparagus Gussie 121. Thank you for tuning in. Hello to you too. It's interesting. I've been trying to stream to Twitch um, for a while. I never get any interaction there, and today I'm getting plenty of interaction on Twitch. So for those of you watching on Twitch, thank you very much. And just so you know, I'm streaming on Facebook, I'm streaming on YouTube, and I'm streaming on Twitch. And on Facebook, I'm streaming on the profile and I think a couple of pages. So pick your platform to watch. If I had one, if you're ever someone who's getting into streaming, or if you just want a given place to watch me, please make it YouTube. Go over there, and I have the floss method I was talking about in YouTube the other day. Follow, like, subscribe, share. That's what I need from you. That's what I need from your social currency. Follow, like, subscribe, share. I call it my floss. So for those of you watching on Twitch, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Again, text me your good news or put your good news in the comments so we can highlight it and talk about you and lift you up on our shoulders. So the theme of the day is going to be patience. We are going to have patience with our technology, okay? Maybe a good day to sit on the porch, get some stuff done, work on things that are necessarily offline. I feel for my Windows brothers and sisters, my Microsoft brothers and sisters. I'm more of a Mac person, and so all the Mac people are going to be sitting around there. They go, oh, you Windows people, told you, you guys get viruses and your stuff screws up all the time. Nah, let's not get arrogant, okay? Tech issues happen to people with any operating system in any job in any industry, okay? It's just this particular time, it happens to bite Windows users in the ass, okay? It's not Mac users this time, but it has happened to Mac users also. So, theme of the day will be patience. And also, let me know when you're watching from. I see like some of you tuning in from Twitch, Asparagus, and Asparagus Gussie 121 and Crunchy Lemons 1134. Let me know where you are watching from. I see I've got some live people up here also watching. I always like knowing when people are watching in from and how far they are from Oklahoma City. That would be good to know. Business-wise, as I told you, I run Stop Doing Nothing Media, a marketing agency here out of Oklahoma City, and we do primarily marketing automation and lead generation. we are certified for a product called High Level CRM, which is a lot more than a CRM. If you use ClickFunnels, you need High Level. If you use WordPress, you need High Level. It's just such a good collaboration tool. But you know what? It's just a tech day. That tool started having some issues last night. And so that community, which I'm part of, is part of a lot of really brilliant people in that community. Those people are having a rough day also. A bunch of leads and clients got re-imported to the CRM and re-put through a bunch of automation. So I'm in that community and those people are just livid today also. So if you're somebody who's, you're a Windows user and you use the High Level CRM on the Windows platform, you're going to want to kick a puppy today, okay? I'm obviously not suggesting that you do kick a puppy, but you're going to be frustrated today if you don't prepare yourself to be patient, okay? The company High Level, I've seen some updates from the guy who runs the company, Sean Clark, and there was some tech issues for sure, and there was some human mistakes, okay? It happens. It happens. We get spoiled with technology, in my opinion, okay? We are used to waking up every single day and picking up our phone and it just works. By the way, isn't that cool? It's a picture of my daughter right there on my phone. We're just used to technology working. We're used to getting into our car and we're turning it and it comes on. We're used to things like my laptop and you press the button, it just comes on. It just works. We are spoiled that way. Sometimes when you press the on button, it doesn't work. And our time period from taking the thing to use the technology to getting frustrated that it doesn't work, it's getting shorter and shorter and shorter. I know that by watching my friends, the people I work with in business. I know that with family, and I know that with myself. If I'm used to pressing, if I'm used to like doing something on my phone, it takes half a second, and it takes 3/4 of a second, okay, or it takes a couple of seconds. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at my phone. And same with my laptop. I'm used to going to a website that's super, super fast because I have Cox Internet and it's blazing fast. And Cox Internet's a little bit slow. Then, oh man, I think the world is coming to an end. I really, really do. And uh, and and this is one of those days where you're going to have extra patience with technology not behaving, okay? So please, and that's just, I really want to emphasize that in today's show, is just be extra patient um, with today's show. Hold on for a second. Okay. Oh, someone just sent me something. Someone just sent me something. Someone just sent me something funny that I have to reply to business wise. But yeah, let's see what else we're going to talk about. Oh, we talked about 911 Mac versus Windows my week. Today I wanted to talk to you about the maybe I think the theme I was working on for you is the importance of loud marketing and blanket marketing. Okay, something that took me a long time to learn in my job is as great as referrals are and people just finding you online. Paid advertising and outreach and content production are going to help you grow your business faster. I am a big fan these days of amplification. And by amplification, I mean two things. One, never shutting up, okay? If you created a blog post a day or a video a day, it would not be too much. If you created 5 videos a day, it would not be too much. A lot of people in my space these days are following, the marketing space is filled with gurus, okay? And when a guru, one of the ways that guru becomes a guru is by talking a lot. Gurus often say the boogie. Oh, you have a boogie on your chinny. Google smack. Oh, sir, the boogie. Oh, okay, here we go. This is great. This is some YouTube Google smack. He's talking about this. He says you have a boogie on your chinny. Okay, this is not a boogie. This is it's not a wart either, and it's something it's like a little, not really a virus, more of like a little infection that just will not go away. And I had to go to the doctor a while back, and he had to freeze it off. And he said it may come back. It's like a little thing under my skin. It's not like cancer. It's not a wart, but whatever he said it is, the one of the few. It's you either have to burn it off or you have to freeze it off. And so, a little friend on your chin. I like that. Crunchy lemons, very good. A little friend on your chin. I like the way you think about that. That is a great attitude. Yeah, and what makes it really fun is right before, like an hour before I got all this done, is I have to shave, and I have to do this special thing where I have to shave here every little way, but just not. Could you imagine what happened if I took my 3 or my 4 blade razor and went right over that? It'd be blood pouring down my chin right now, and you guys would be making all kinds of fun of me. But I have to make a doctor's appointment and go back and get this frozen off. And what he does is he comes with this little canister of I don't think it's Freon, whatever it is. Somebody else will probably know this better than me. But he comes with this little can of stuff and he sprays it on my chin, and it's very, very cold. And then he lets it dry, and then he does it again. And the last time he did this, he said, just like wait a couple of days, this will turn black. It'll just fall off, and it did. But he also said that it may come back. So the reason you're seeing it on here is it's right there for those of you that are looking for it. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. I clean it up on occasion, but this is just a matter of me making a doctor's appointment and going in to getting this frozen off again. It's funny, no one's ever brought that up on the live stream. They can actually see that, so I don't know if that attests to the quality of my camera right there. But you guys are cracking me up, keeping the comments coming. Okay. I was talking about guru. Okay, so one of the ways a guru becomes a guru in the world of the digital space, and let me know if you agree or disagree with this in the comments here, is not because they know what they're talking about. It's because they are in your face all the time. They know usually somewhat about what they're talking about, okay? And a lot of them are really, really smart. But we've all known people who get popular in our particular industries, mine being marketing, who really, really have no business being popular. The things they spout off, some people watch and go, oh my goodness, that's profound. That's amazing. And some of you who are really, really sharp, you're like, you didn't say anything profound or amazing. You said something that was said 50 years ago by another person in the same industry, and no one's heard it for a while, and you regurgitated it right now, and now all of a sudden people are in love with you, Mr. Guru. Okay? But my point being is one of the ways a guru becomes a guru in any industry is because they are omnipresent. Okay? I saw a ghost look. I saw a ghost behind. Look. Okay. One of the ways they become a guru in a particular industry, and let me know if you're this, whether it's in the gaming industry, because I know I got some Twitch watchers on here, whether they're in the gaming industry or my industry, marketing industry, is they're omnipresent, which means either via free organic traffic or via paid traffic, they're all over the place, okay? And you can make fun of them, you can get annoyed with them, but it's good for business. And so if you're somebody who wants to amplify your presence online, you should either, feel free to talk to us. Obviously, we're a marketing agency, but start coming up with strategies where you can basically take content, and I'm gonna, talk stuff about like a live stream. Take your content and syndicate it to several different places at once. Okay. And the reason I want you to do this is because a lot of the world of marketing is just people even knowing you exist. Okay. You don't have to be the best at what you do. People just have to know you, or you even exist. And if you exist and you have a little bit of skill, then you guys are just playing with me in the chat. Even if people know you exist, you have a little bit of skill, you will kind of rise above others in your industry. Okay. And that's all you really have to do to be. You don't have to be amazing. You don't have to be like the 1%. You can just be in the top 5% of your industry, and you will do okay in business. So if you're somebody who has any kind of business, let's say like a small local, liquor store, or a small local restaurant, or maybe you run I don't know, all kinds of things. It's a I'm just trying to think of all the possible local businesses. A local car dealership, something where this works really well is for industries that are very very visual. Okay, if you work in an industry where there's a lot of things visually to look at. And a restaurant, let's use a restaurant. Okay, that's a very good example right there. In a restaurant, guess what? There's food, and there's a lot to look at when it comes to food. If you're somebody who just regularly does content about food and you share that as many places as possible, Even on the paid side, if you do paid ads, paid Facebook ads, free Facebook ads, excuse me, not free Facebook ads, paid Facebook ads, paid Google ads, if you put a little bit of budget towards that, um, if you put a little bit of budget towards that, oh, you know what? I think I know who this is. I think I know who Google Smack is. That name sounds familiar. You guys are just tripping here in the comments. Some of these comments I can't even put on the screen, but you guys are having a good time, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. But if you're somebody who wants to amplify or generate more awareness, excuse me, I lost my train of thought there. Look into some amplification strategies, and here are the ones that we recommend to our clients. Obviously, paid ads. And I know paid ads scare a lot of people. They really do, because you have to go into this platform for ads, and you got to set up this stuff. Um, you got to set up this stuff to, you got to upload a video, and you have to put in a call to action. You have to put in graphics. You have to put in all these things to run paid ads. Excuse me, I'm getting thirsty here. And it can be a little bit daunting. It really can. But it's the way of the future. Chocolate coffee, baby, all day long. It really is the way of the future. Gone are the days where you can just um, do organic kind of work. So I've noticed that what did I say the other day? Oh, there was one in the marketing space. One of our recent gurus is Alex Hormozy, and I'm studying some of his stuff because he says that he puts out 300 pieces of content a week. Now, does this mean Alex Hormozy generates 300 unique videos a week or 300 unique graphics? No, it does not. What it means is he generates a single piece of content and repurposes that thing a lot. So, there are companies out there who will repurpose your content. Let's say you get something repurposed, 10 times. So for every video out there, you can generate like 10 child pieces of content. That means really all you have to do every single week is create 30 pieces of content, and then it will and then it will propagate all over the place. Okay, so if you're, and I just want to emphasize this one more time, if you're somebody who wants more reach, learn about free ways specifically, you can amplify your message. Okay, and this is especially true for those of you who want to get into the space where you want to get better known. I went to coffee with somebody about 2 or 3 months ago. So Google Smack, who are you? For those of you in the comment, okay, my mom says I have to give her my phone back. I'll be back later. Google Smack, I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think I know who that is. But make sure you share me your real name there, Mr. YouTube person. I think I know who that is. I've got like a 50-50 chance about who Google Smack is in the comments here. Let me see. Do you like 5 minutes? Minecraft. Yeah, I think I know who that is, and I think I know who the mom is, but I'm 50% chance there. But if you're somebody who wants to be better known, if you're somebody who, if you're I'm getting distracted here, Patrick, focus, okay? If you're somebody who wants to amplify your message more, look at number one, being more consistent in what you put out there also, and looking at the concept of paid ads. The company who can spend the most on advertising, the company who can generate not only the most content, but spend the most on advertising to amplify that content is the company that will win. It's not the company that's the best, okay? There's a phrase I use when I'm keynoting at marketing conferences, and the phrase is, let me think. Let me make sure I get the words right here. Think, Patrick. What's the phrase I use? Let me think about it for a second. I got to be silent for a second. Think about it. Oh, a good product with a mediocre product. Here we go. A mediocre product with great marketing will make more money than a great product with mediocre marketing. Now let's walk through that. Okay, what it means is McDonald's. Here's a good example. McDonald's does not make the best hamburger in the world. I know, because I have to admit, I'll have a McDonald's hamburger every now and then. My favorite is actually just like a kid's cheeseburger with like a double kid's cheeseburger with a ton of pickles on it. That's my favorite thing in McDonald's. McDonald's is not the highest quality hamburger out there. And if you think it is, then you and I are going to have to go toe to toe sometime. But they have great marketing, and they are undoubtedly one of the leading restaurants out there in the world, as a result. But that's just a mediocre product that just gets great marketing. You know who does have great hamburgers? Um, think about it. The Garage here in Oklahoma City, the Garage has great, great hamburgers, and their marketing is actually halfway decent. But I bet you they don't sell anywhere near as many hamburgers as McDonald's does. Okay, um, so take your mediocre product, take your mediocre ideas, make sure you find ways to blanket the world with them. Okay, and you'll do okay. You really will do okay in business. And we're kind of on the downside of the show here. I'm still looking for some good news. So if you have some good news, put it in the comments so we can amplify you and lift you up on our shoulders. Or you can also just text it to me. Text it 405 217 And just, you know what? I just really want to, and I apologize. I know when I shake this, let's shake this off camera. This is a really good microphone here. It picks up everything, probably even my creaking bones. But and whenever you have a thing like this, there's like a little shaker ball in there that makes a lot of noise, a little springy thing that that makes a lot of noise. So I apologize. Actually, I'm going to mute this also for a second, so you don't even have to hear me like chugging. Give me just 1 second. Okay, I'm back there. You did not want to hear me chugging. When I started, this thing was pretty much full of water, coffee, and my protein shake. As we come into the weekend, what's going on this weekend? Oh, if you're in Oklahoma, the movie Twisters is coming up. I believe this is the opening weekend for the Twisters movie. So if you like the first one, find a way to go see the new one for sure. It stars the guy that is was one of the antagonist in Top Gun 2. I can't think. Glenn Powell is the actor's name, but I can't think of his aviation name. Let me see who was. So in Top Gun 2, you had Rooster, you had Phoenix, you had Payback, you had Fanboy, and somebody I can't remember what Glenn Powell's name was in Top Gun. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm a huge, huge Top Gun fanboy. No pun intended. Versus the pilot name in Top Gun 2. Oh, by the way, don't even get me started, man. They're coming out with a Top Gun 3. Okay, and people, a lot of times they will overdo a franchise. They really will. I don't think that will be the case, and the reason is, love him or hate him, these days, Tom Cruise does not make any bad movies. So I don't know how many Mission Impossibles he did. He got up there when it came to the number of Mission Impossibles. He really did. And in my opinion, none of them sucked. Some of them were a little bit better than others, but it's one of those things where you don't want me burping on a microphone for sure. It's one of those things where the guy just mince money, and so I don't know what the plot is yet for Top Gun 3. When I find out, you can bet I'll be talking about it on the live stream. But there is a Top Gun 3 coming out, and just like Top Gun 2, I will very likely be there opening night. Here in Oklahoma City, on the south side of the city, we have a theater called Warren Theater, and I went to opening of Top Gun 2 with my wife to Warren Theater. And there were people, I've never seen this before. There were people dressed up in flight suits, kids, adults, dressed up in flight suits to go see Top Gun 2. So I may have to elevate my movie going experience to be able to dress up in that kind of garb. That was, I have to admit, that was kind of cool. It really was kind of cool to see people so excited about an event, such fanboys that they got dressed up in there. So that's what's going to be in the future right here. If you want to talk about marketing, like I said, I run an agency called Stop Doing Nothing Media. If you've got a business, small, medium, large, hit me up, text me here, and we can talk about marketing and doing some really great things for you. And if you're somebody who uses a lot of digital marketing tools, and you spend your day just getting that stuff to work together, that really is the way that I used to work with my clients. You've got like an Infusionsoft, and you've got like ClickFunnels, and you've got you've got a Zapier, and you've got a Twilio, and you've got a Mailgun. If you're the kind of person who is in the world of digital marketing, whether you're a coach, consultant, or a small business, and you just want to get down to a single tool and just have it work, and so you're spending more of your time marketing and selling your thing and less time playing with integrating stuff, give us a call or text us the number right here. I'm very low pressure. We can talk about how to improve your business. And that's really what I spend, 12 hours of my day doing. If I'm not out running in the morning, I'm showering, I'm getting up, and I'm getting in front of this computer with my team, and we're doing amazing things for clients. I'd love to do the amazing things for you. Other than that, remember what I said at the top of the show, at the top of the hour, is this is a day for patience, my friends, okay? 911, patience. If you've got something that's not truly an emergency, try to find a way to deal with it with yourself, okay? Because 911 systems are having issues. If you're someone who's traveling today, please make sure that you check your flight information before you leave the house, because your flight may be canceled, your flight may be delayed, okay? There's no danger in the sky, but just the whole departure things. And we all know that when an airline has any kind of glitch, it can trickle down for days. So likely the aviation delays are going to be here. I wouldn't be surprised for like a week. I'm very lucky a while back that I learned when I was traveling to have a lot of patience, because airports are so hectic, and you've got people with a variety of travel experience all trying to go through TSA and get stuff done together, and it just does not work out well when people start getting really angry and when there's delays. So have a lot of patience this weekend if you're going to be traveling. And for those of you who work in the corporate world who use Microsoft products, and I can't remember exactly what the product was that caused the issue. Let me look that up real quick. It was a particular update by a particular company who has caused all the issues. What was it? It was, let me see, what was the product? Oh, goodness gracious, look at this. The U.S. Social Security Office closed its offices today, and they're expecting longer lines because of this software issue. Wow. Wow, I'm reading up on this here on CNN. Some payment systems are down. Well, fortunately, we won't have a lot of major economic impact, and the stock market is opening a little bit lower following the tech outage. Some driver's license places are having some issues. CrowdStrike, there it is right there. So CrowdStrike, I don't know exactly what CrowdStrike is. Maybe somebody who's watching knows. But somehow this is related to CrowdStrike. And I'm guessing that's either a piece of Microsoft Windows or a piece of software on Microsoft Windows. I'm just scrolling down here. Today's cyber outage could be the largest in history. That is proof. If that's anything, that's proof about what I was talking about at the top of the hour, that we are heavily reliant on technology, my friend. I'm just scrolling through here for you. President's been briefed. 911 service restored in Phoenix. So fortunately, the U.S. stock market is open. DH Homeland Security is getting involved. Still some airport delays. Yeah, this is going to be a very high day for the summer when it comes to airport delays. It looks like we're heading towards the 30-day high, which was July 8th when it comes to airport delays. Hartsfield, world's busiest airport. I did not realize that Hartsfield-Jackson was one of the busiest airports. Justice Department seeing some issues. Looks like Delta was delayed, but they are starting to resume flights. So again, just a day of patience. Oh, what's this? Italian air, rail, and sea service is delayed. Man, I knew it was worldwide, but man, so it's affecting rail and sea too. Fortunately, again, these things are not going to crash. People likely aren't going to die as a result. It's just going to be an annoying day. It's going to be an annoying day because we have just gotten spoiled when it comes to technology and how things work and instant gratification. That instant gratification, which I'm as guilty from as anybody. Starbucks takes too long with my drink. I start losing my shit. You've ever gone to a Starbucks? Go to a Starbucks. Here's my parting thought. If you want to see something entertaining, go into a Starbucks in the morning when the crowd that is heading to work. So if you go in from like the 7-9 o'clock range or 7-10 o'clock range, and I'll do that sometimes with my laptop, I'll just sit there and watch people. That's amazing how short-tempered people are when it comes to getting their instantaneous Starbucks. Like they expect if they're in the parking lot and they pull up the Starbucks app and they order something, that it is on the counter waiting for them by the time they get in. And so if you've ever been to a Starbucks, you know that one counter where they have all the letters and they lay out all the drinks and the food. People just kind of stand out there and they just stand there like this. I go into Starbucks and I just sit there and I watch people walk in. My favorite ones are like the soccer moms that come in. They've got their Juicy Couture, Victoria's Secret sweats on. They've got their Uggs on, and they're just they're on their way to something really really important, which is technically probably not that important. They're not going to work, but they are just impatient. Even though they don't have some place to be right afterwards, they have to, or I guess the thing they have to do is something like make a Walmart trip. If they're late for their Walmart trip or their Target trip, man, they get on those Starbucks baristas. And that's one of the most stressful jobs, in my opinion, is being a barista in Starbucks between 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning, probably more specifically between 7 and 9, because you have to deal with some impatient people who want things very precise. In my opinion, if your drink has more than about 2 or 3 words on it at Starbucks, it's a little bit too complex. Mine is a flat white, and usually I'll put the Splenda in it myself. So 2 words, flat white. Flat white, black coffee. That's pretty much what I order at Starbucks on occasion. I'll get something fancier, but those are the things I order. If your coffee drink has any more than 2 words in it, it's complicated, okay? If it's got 5 words, 10 words in it, if you want a tall double vanilla latte with sprinkles on the bottom and whipped cream on the top, decaf with 3 Splendas, that shit is way too long when it comes to a Starbucks drink, okay? Keep your life simple and you'll be much happier. For those of you that have been watching live, thank you very much for tuning in today. Do me a favor, please. Would you really do me a favor? This is all I need from you, okay? Hop on over to first of all, I forgot to play my cool little opening graphics, like this stuff like there. We're gonna see at the end. I'm gonna say welcome here at the end, as we're doing that. And also do me a favor, hop over to YouTube, if you will, and subscribe, like, follow on YouTube. Subscribe and also click the little bell to get notified. So do all the things on YouTube you need to do to get notified about when we do go live. Okay, that really helps me out and gets my YouTube numbers up. I think I'm heading towards 1,200. I want to get to, like everybody else on YouTube, I want to get to 1,500, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. And man, if I can hit them, everybody wants 1 million YouTube subscribers. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I'm sure as hell going to try. I'm going to do it with your help. So don't forget to floss, follow, like, subscribe, share. Make sure that you leave a comment on what you saw and what's going on with your day. And again, I hope you have a great day. As long as we're patient with each other, as long as we make sure we vote in November, as long as we can get through our religious and political differences, we're going to have a great day. We got August coming up here. It's going to be a very hot month. We're also going to be irritable, but man, let's just be nice to each other today. Okay, let's just do that. If we can do that, and then we'll be some good people. We'll be a good country and we'll be a good planet. Okay. Thank you for watching live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you were. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next live stream, which will probably be on Monday morning. Take care.